Fiji Island. Fiji Village, we were in the centre of the screen. After coming from Canada, a little bit tired of the plane, so a couple of days in a hotel, went to the token markets, and then, with good advice from some friendly people, Indian Fijians, went fishing with them, and they recommended that I go to Viseisei Village if I wanted to see Fijian culture. Wonderful people, Fijians, very friendly, open. I love going to the markets. Everywhere I go to the market first thing in the morning, late at night, because it's where you see things. You get the best deals first to buy in the morning and last to buy at night. Extra sale of the day. It's good luck for those people. The guys took me fishing, just met them. They said, "You want to come?" Okay. So it was a wonderful experience. Hosea, John and Navoka, my homestay people, Yagona, Kava, Root, Try. Not my harem, no, they were just teaching me how to do things. The family are just wonderful people. Abisai, Baba, and the dog, I forgot the dog's name, and Jerry wearing his Sulu to go to church. This would be December 84, early December 84. I went to Fiji, to Australia, and had a few weeks down in Australia, came back and the place was seriously damaged by typhoons. Those boys are now fathers of their own children, I'm sure. That was 40 years ago. Before I went to Australia, they took me over to the island, and the Fisherman's Island. It's about a 2-hour boat ride, and Navoka and people, and there was people on the island. There were old buildings there too. Haircut, massage available. We were given the tent by the villagers to stay in, put it up on one of the empty, where the building used to be before the typhoon. There you see a damaged tree and been cut up into pieces, and some buildings are, most of the buildings there look pretty good at this time. There's going to be a wedding, so they're airing all of the mats, showing off the tabua, sperm whale teeth. Lucky bride and groom and mama. Now the people are wearing tapa cloth. Traditional wedding attire. One day I was invited to join some villagers on a trip to a small island. We left after lunch and arrived on the island about 4:00 p.m. I was introduced to the folks that were already on the island and apologized for not having a gift. They said that I was their guest and not to worry. I was presented a bowl with sea cucumber floating in it. Bêche mer. The meal was tasty, but took me a long time to eat. There was no electricity on the island, but there was a well with a hand pump in the center of the village. Most buildings were brick, but have been empty for years. The island is used by the village fishermen as it is close to the best fishing spot. We sat around an oil lamp listening to people speak. I didn't understand a word as the people spoke Fijian, but it was, I was helped by some of the younger folks that could struggle with English. One by one, the men disappeared for 10 minutes or so and then reappeared. And eventually I was told it was my turn to have a shower. I was led to a concrete slab by the well in the center of the village. Left alone, I stripped off and pumped water into a bowl and poured it over myself. This was repeated a few times, and then I heard the Fijians calling out, "Hey, Jetty, we can see you!" and then laugh. The Fijians are black, and it was impossible to see them, but in the moonlight, my white skin was well lit up. I finished the shower and went back to continue listening to my new friends tell stories. The next day, we returned to Viseisei Village. Later, as I walked through Viseisei Village, I heard some of the people shout, "Hey Jerry, we can see you!" People laughed, and so did I. One phrase that I heard quite often was, "Slowly, slowly, catch the monkey." So I asked for the meaning of it. The story is that to catch a monkey, one ties an empty coconut to a tree and then places a banana inside the coconut. Later, the monkey will come down and grab the banana through the opening in the coconut. With his hand holding the banana, he can't take his hand out of the coconut. So he won't let go of the banana either. So the thing is, he will be there in the morning, so you can capture him quite easily. My mother came to visit. Wonderful time, she said. She enjoyed it. Unfortunately, she became ill in the airport in Vancouver. But she recovered. She had a pacemaker put in to help her heart. Meke group, venture, practicing. During our stay in Viseisei, we learned that coconuts can be eaten at different stages of maturity. First, one drinks the water of the coconut, then slice a piece of the outer shell, which is green. Next, we split open the coconut, and inside is a translucent gel. One uses the improvised spoon to scoop up the gel. It is delicious, not sweet, but smooth and soft. The next stage of maturity, the inner nut is cracked open and the soft white meat is spooned out. This has more coconut flavor. The third stage is when the inner white meat is dried in the sun. This is a part that is shaved and used in cooking. But if one leaves the coconut for the fourth stage, the result is a coconut sponge cake. I call it that. The inner white meat expands and becomes like a sponge naturally. No cooking needed. It was delicious. Princess of Levuka, accepting gifts of celebration 150 years of the church. As we approached the end of 3 months with the rebuild, many homes were back to normal and the church was about ready for its new roof. While digging the foundations for a wall, my spade hit a stone and sliced one of my toes. It bled a lot and I was being helped by about 4 people, but they couldn't stop the bleeding. An elder said to a friend, "Scrape the papaya tree." The man returned with papaya tree scrapings and gave them to the elder, who squeezed them and let the juice wash over the cut toe. Like magic, the bleeding stopped and I was able to return to work. Eddie, Wise, Laba, preparing the beef. I remember, I apologize, I don't remember everybody's names. I'm sorry, getting old. Lobo, Lobo, here it comes, getting it ready for you. Since leaving Fiji and traveling elsewhere, other places, I still feel very, very strong feelings towards Fijian people of Viseisei. It was, for me, it was a treasure that I experienced, that I treasure. Thank you to the people of Viseisei.